In response to Islam Makhachev's recent remarks regarding a possible move up to the middleweight class, UFC President Dana White has offered his opinions. Dana admits that a move to welterweight, 0 OLLBs, would be feasible. The idea of jumping straight to middleweight 185 lbs and skipping an entire weight class doesn't seem to appeal to him. The current UFC lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev, has dominated the class and even indicated that he would like to challenge more experienced opponents. He has stated that he would be happy to go up to middleweight to take on Drus Dupas, the recently minted champion, if given the opportunity. Few athletes in UFC history have gone from 155 to 185 pounds without first halting at 170 pounds, so this is a bold claim. Dana White, however, did not respond enthusiastically when questioned about Makhachev's potential to challenge for the middleweight title. When asked if he was excited about Makhachev's potential to challenge for the middleweight title, White said, "Middleweight. Yes, I am unaware of that. His goal is to reach 170. We can discuss going up to 185, but that's a completely different level." Dana's hesitancy makes sense. It's difficult for fighters to advance one division, but it's uncommon and dangerous for them to bypass a full weight class in order to take on bigger and more formidable opponents. Do you want to watch Islam Makhachev make this leap? Should he be allowed to fight at 185 pounds, or should he first demonstrate his mettle at 170 pounds? Tell us what you think. Daniel Cormier, meantime, believes that Alex Pereira is taking a chance by cornering Sean Strickland once more in preparation for his rematch with Dricus du Plessis at UFC 312 next week. Alex himself will be defending his light heavyweight title against Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 313 in an upcoming bout. Daniel Cormier believes Alex is taking a big risk by cornering Sean in the middle of his own training camp for Magomed on his YouTube channel. DC said, "Of what we do know is that Alex Pereira is going to be fighting a guy that could be his most formidable opponent because of the style. But we also have to take into effect that his relationship with Strickland is so strong that he's willing to travel across the world to corner him. To me, it seems dangerous. It seems risky for Alex to go all that way to Australia, knowing everything that goes into a training camp and how hard that travel can be on your body when you're preparing to defend your world championship. So how strong is that bond? How much does Sean Strickland mean to Alex Pereira for him to take that risk? Because trust me, it's a risk." In other news, Dana White has made it clear that the UFC will move on from the highly anticipated heavyweight title unification fight between Jon Jones and Tom Aspin. If a deal isn't finalized soon for months, fans have been anxiously awaiting an official announcement, because this would be one of the biggest heavyweight fights in recent history. But despite the excitement, there have been continuous delays in securing the matchup. Now Dana is making it clear that the UFC won't wait forever to speak on the matter. Dana has been optimistic about making Jon Jones versus Tom Aspin happen. In an interview with The Ma Life, Dana responded to the rumors and conjectures that surrounded the altercation. He underlined that although the UFC is committed to scheduling this bout, they have a backup plan in case things don't work out in time. Without a doubt, if the fight doesn't end, we'll go on and have another one the night before rather than last. Up until about 6 in the morning, I was in my room with other individuals. Right now, we have a number of projects underway. Right now, a lot of excellent things are happening. Right now, nothing is wrong and a lot of wonderful things are happening. The biggest battle we can have is this one." Dana also took a moment to respond to the ongoing fan controversy around Jon Jones's combat readiness. Jones may be avoiding Aspin according to some critics, but Dana quickly dispelled those rumors. "I am aware that the fans enjoy making fun of Jon or something. Jon Jones will fight anyone and he has no fear of anyone. The only thing left to do is finish the fight. Now that's our responsibility. Everyone is waiting to see if the UFC will eventually book this fight, or if they will change their strategy and seek for another major heavyweight bout. Who do you believe should be the next in line for Aspin if the negotiations don't move forward quickly? Do you think the UFC should continue to push for Jones versus Aspin, or should they move forward with another fight? Tell us what you think." When asked about Alex Pereira cornering the current UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland again, Drus Dupas couldn't contain his laughs. The fact that Pereira would be on Strickland's side amused him. Due to the language barrier between the two combatants, Du Plessis claims that Pereira's presence in the corner won't have much of an impact on the forthcoming fight, just as it did in their last encounter. In an interview, Drus publicly made fun of the circumstance, claiming that he was also in the corner during the initial altercation. It doesn't really matter if he's in the corner or not. After all, they don't even speak the same language. Following his argument, Du Plessis erupted in laughing and continued to poke fun of Strickland. Sean finds it difficult to comprehend his own American coach. How will he comprehend Alex Pereira? It's no secret that Pereira and Strickland have a peculiar relationship. They have cornered each other during fights and gone from being rivals in the octagon, but Dupi obviously doesn't view this as a tactical benefit for Strickland. In Nurmagomedov's, with Pereira still standing by Strickland, the entire scenario is hilarious. The question still stands inside the cage. Is this a strange UFC relationship? Or does Alex's presence genuinely benefit Sean? Share your thoughts with AliUS.R following a furious and unrestrained tirade against his longtime opponent Khabib Nurmagomedov. McGregor has returned to the public eye. After Usman Nurmagomedov's recent victory against Paul Hughes, the two former UFC champions have rekindled their acrimonious rivalry. Khabib was in Usman Conor's group, where Conor had been openly endorsing Irish fighters Hughes and McGregor. However, once a post-fight confrontation between Hughes and Khabib went viral in the video, tensions increased. "I'm my own man, I'm not like Conor," Hughes said to Khabib. McGregor became enraged by this comment and attacked Hughes as well as Khabib. Because Hughes is from Northern Ireland, Conor even went so far as to warn him that he shouldn't be flying the Irish flag, a declaration that immediately caused controversy. Khabib retweeted the quote on his Instagram story and took another direct shot at McGregor, calling Conor conceited and a drug addict. However, Conor didn't back down. Instead, he retaliated on X, formerly Twitter, with one of his most bizarre and violent tirades to date in a post that, oddly, he hasn't removed. "I finished Aldo in 15 minutes, McGregor wrote. 15 semi-competition. Your spouse is exploitative, your children are exploitative, your cousin's mother is hiding, and she shows us you and your cousin's children in Manapistan. We have children in Bangladesh who wish to smoke when they retire. Competing with Iralo Dagestanane or what? What do you say about Ireland versus Denmark? W Dagestan. Our children? Can we think? Isn't it to see them? East of Dagestan. Daughter of Dagestan. What do you think? Is this accurate? Who will be next? Because of Farah, who is the father nated fat man upper, with the say which whistling Sir Master? Not in his own country, of course. Dagestan app and everyone is aware of retirement. Red, T4 Fats and Real Dag scared. You're retiring. Realg. Dagi forever Dagestan.er. The real thing. Dagestan. Lazu Ariare, Eget it beside you. They claim that the lazy people in Dagestan are worth millions of won't.tv. Why? Thieu won't. But Fakhabib is sluggish and terrified of Dagas Fats. Why? Fansing retirement? Fats? Lazy? Scainsults? Zai challenges? You wandering? Is attacks? With incoherent Conor, tease, challenges, Khabib bib personal Khabib. I wonder whether fans and commentators still believe that Conor Khabib daring is in retirement. Is he attempting to lure Khabib out of retirement by being red hot? Tell us what you think. Dan Punishment. Com Bryce Mitchell's contentious opinions including the latest UFC punishment. Mitch Brycett is not for power or performances within the octagon, but you have been in the octagon. The topic of discussion has instead turned to his controversial Power Slap Eli Pau conference. The UFC will be present, but it will be during a Power Slap speech. That's what it is. White was questioned on whether Mitchell will encounter any criticism for his remarks regarding clothes and attitude. Thatri Freach, you're talking about earwmatter.tt, thatuation. The thing that everyone wants to do is s.upunit meant and free what dc, however I have heard it. Theo free it, there, still. That crop mean ter anafasha business. Offered an it, t. You know that Mitchell, Ickle, Ion, the free espsack and feeling are there. But Dan Matter phone raised concerns about fashion, which might occur if Mitch television fights television. I took Mitchell, who is the most lovely aspect of our business. You receive him for TV. Homanan, YC Mitchell. Let it. Get his ass whooped, Mitchell. What do you want me to say about it? Television, sack, and K. Dana herself then. That. Let Mitchell refer to him as one of the most stupid people. Hings and sack and. He was acting strangely, a remnant of his history. Soot forgets about it. That's a person who puts the drill back out of it and dumbs down his sack and the people, people in ours. That is its level. Hepid the. Therefore it's individuals. Dumb. People are so stupid today. Recognizing the platform that social media provides, even the opinions are different. How will this dispute impact Waddle's career in the UFC? Timepieces. Will Mitchell's UFC career be impacted by this controversy? Time. Will Mitchell's UFC career be impacted by this controversy? Duration I. It video. Ignorant people can do it, as can those who are truly dull and unintelligent. Give a voice. Today is the day. That today. Hey. What poor. Sofer. He doesn't really like my controversy, does he? Ions. What's the controversy? Sorrow. Sue's controversy. Chell's UF today. E-wait. Today's Why What At's controversy. Impact Mitchell's UFC dispute? Time will tell how this controversy may affect Mitchell's UFC career. That's it for today then. How do you feel about the situation surrounding Bryce Mitchell? Is Dana correct? What about the insulting tirade by Conor McGregor? The general